There is just one WooCommerce plugin that I feel every single WooCommerce store needs to have. This plugin is pretty much guaranteed to make your store more profit, and here are some of the features that it offers you. It allows you to customize your WooCommerce checkout page using your favorite page builder, and even has an out-of-the-box design that looks like Shopify's. It allows you to create a multi-step checkout experience so that your customers can add products to their cart, reach the final checkout page, and not have all the checkout fields on the one page overwhelming them. Instead, they can complete a form and be guided through each step in a user-friendly way. Speaking of checkout fields, this plugin allows you to go and easily add custom checkout fields into your checkout form and supports adding as many custom fields as you want in a variety of formats, including text fields, checkboxes, and many other types of fields that you can see on the screen right now. You can also add small upsells to the end of your checkout form so that people can quickly mark a checkbox and that product is added into their cart before they complete their purchase. These types of upsells are known as order bumps, and we're going to talk a lot about these in this video today. And with this plugin, you can also go and create one-click upsells after your WooCommerce checkout form. This is where your customers add products to their cart, go through the steps in your checkout page, and once they click the complete payment button, you then show them a series of upsells and downsells. All your customer needs to do is click a button, and that product in the upsell is added to their WooCommerce order, and you charge their credit card again. As you can see, this plugin sounds like it's going to be really good for every WooCommerce website, and I can pretty much guarantee at this point after using it myself that it's going to make every WooCommerce store at least a couple of more sales, and thus it's pretty much guaranteed to make your store more profit. The name of this plugin is FunnelKit, and it was previously known as WooFunnels until a recent name change. And I want to show you how to set up some of these features I just spoke about and why they're so powerful. So to kick off this video, we're going to look at the first feature that I want to go through, which are called order bumps, which are the small upsells at the very end of your checkout form. You could buy FunnelKit today and spend just 10 minutes setting up order bumps in your store, and you could be making more profit from the sales you're currently making without much extra work. But before we get into how to go and set up these order bumps inside of FunnelKit, I want to first show you a real life business that is out there today spending over $100,000 every single month on Facebook ads. And I want to break down how they're using order bumps in a very clever but simple way in their store, and how you could set up order bumps in a similar way. Now, a really good example of where these work out in the real world is on this sales page here. So I actually came across this business on a podcast that I was listening to. So the podcast host interviewed the owner of this business here, and this business sells online dancing classes. So you can imagine how much this blew up in terms of COVID, where people are staying at home. Why would you not learn dancing? So this here, it's a sales page, and all the paid traffic was going to a page like this. And the core offer here that people were selling in the checkout form was the first version of these dancing classes. Now, if you go down a little bit, right, so it just explains what's in the class, what you can expect, who it's good for, wedding dancers, you can be a beginner, you don't have to have any experience, you can get it for a gift and so on. But when you go through all the social proof and what's in this, I'm going to come back to this in a second, but if we go down the bottom, right, you put in your details here, and then you go down, you put in your credit card details, and then you have these here. So these are what are called order bumps. So these are adding to the main offer, and they're usually in the form of a checkbox. So you've put in your credit card details, and in between where I would put in my credit card details and the button to charge my credit card to complete the order, in between those two areas on the checkout form, you can add your order bumps, and it's your last chance to squeeze a little bit more profit out of your customer, and they're highly effective. I would not go out and build a checkout page without adding an order bump, because they're just an easy way to add extra money. They're not interfering with the checkout process because everyone's really completed the checkout form, and it's just in between them clicking the payment button. So all the hard work's really done. Now, I will say here that a lot of people, when they're going out and adding their first order bump, and still to this date, like me personally, if I have paid traffic running and that's converting at a very high conversion rate and I'm making profit from that at a healthy rate, I am going to be skeptic to tweak that checkout page. So in case, instead of me going out and just adding an order bump to that and just taking a little bit of risk, because anything's risk, especially on the checkout page, I would go and set up an A/B test where I have my checkout page that's running with paid traffic and it's converting, it's making me money. I would create an A/B test. So I duplicate that same checkout page to variant B. And then on variant B, I would add an an order bump and I would run 50% to each and I would see, what happens based on that. That's what I'm going to show you in this video a little bit later on, how you'd go and add order bumps to your WooCommerce checkout page and then set up an A/B test and then understand the results from that. I'm going to show you that in this video. I'm going to show you the plugin that I use and recommend for WooCommerce to do that. But I want to go back to this example and just show you how good they work and some of the ideas that you could use for your business for an order bump. So again, we're selling dancing classes here. Now, the first order bump here is to get the second version of the course, which is here. So you can add it for $29. It's 55% off. So they click this and now that's added to their cart, or it's added to their order. Now, if we uncheck that, we can go down. The third version of this, we could select it here. So if we go back to the main offer here on this page, which we go up to the top. So the main one here, if we go down, how much is it? Let's go down. Well, I guess this is going to click through down there. Okay, so this is going to be... Why can I not find the price? Okay, let's do a search for $signs. So online streaming. Okay, so going up, I think this is selling this here. So the online streaming version. So it's $67. So if you go down here and you're filling out this form and then you put in your details there and credit card and that, it's $67 right here. And then people are trying to pay and complete their order for the dancing version, the first version of the dancing course. And then it says, wait, get the second version here, 55% off, only $29. Now, to break down that this is an online course, this is obviously really high profit margins here. So if someone clicks here, this owner of this business is going to make an extra $29 net profit. Again, it's an online course and it's the streaming version. If we go up, it's the online streaming. It doesn't cost them any money. So again, we've made an extra $29 here, and then the third version, an extra $29 here. Now, I'd be curious to see what the uptake rates of these are. But if you go to an Excel spreadsheet and you just put in, your columns there and play around with this, I mean, even these converting at 20% each is going to make a big difference into the profit that this business owner gets, and thus in turn, how much they can afford to spend on paid traffic, which is obviously the main thing that we're focusing on here, trying to increase our net profit, to be able to spend more on advertising to build our big email list that we could sell offers to later on for free via email. So again, this is a great example of how to go and add order bumps. And these are highly related. If somebody's already put in their name and credit card details to buy the first version of a dancing course, giving them a second version of a dancing course or a third version of a dancing course, you already know they like dancing courses. So I would imagine the uptake rate of these upsells for these order bumps is quite high, because it's not like you're trying to sell somebody a winter jacket and then you're giving them an order bump for a cap. They're sort of unrelated. Somebody might be buying a jacket to keep warm and the hat is a little bit irrelevant. This is like a dancing course and you're upselling more courses. So if you make your order bumps highly related, and the uptake rate obviously would go up naturally. And so I think this is a really good implementation of it out in the real world. Now, if we go down, you get this summary here. You obviously want to give a person a summary of what they're buying. So just by adding these order bumps here and these simple, they're actually quite subtle. These subtle check boxes here for this particular business, they're doubling their net profit again, because it's online courses. There's no expense here. So we've gone from $67 to $125. They've doubled their net profit here. Now, also what's worth pointing out is that they're not really explaining what you get in the second course here, so the night 2, or the third course, night 3. They don't need their own sales pages. If you go down, this is really all you need. Date night 3 builds off what you've learned in date night 2 and adds 24 new moves. So really, okay, you get the idea. I'm just going to learn some extra moves. I don't need a whole sales page here. So again, you want to make sure that the order bumps that you're putting in there to increase the chance of the uptake rate, just make sure they don't need a sales page. They don't need to be fully explained. Like, I can understand that, yes, I will pay $29 for this and it's just going to give me some more dance moves. So now, before we move into how to go and set this up using WooCommerce and then how to set up A/B test for these order bumps, this exact business, when I looked at it last year when I first came across it, I was pretty sure that their order bump was a DVD version of the main course. So I guess when the first course took off, it started exploding and they had to make time to go and film night 2 and night 3, these extra lessons. lessons. So I'm guessing or assuming in the meantime, because they didn't have these order bumps, they added a DVD version of the main course there. So you'd buy the main course, and then if you wanted the DVD version, I don't know, maybe it was like $29 or something like that. So that's just another way of adding an order bump. You might also see this for people who are selling an online course or something like that, and you might be able to buy an ebook version of it, and that might be for, $15 for the ebook or $10 for the ebook. Again, that there is $10. The ebook doesn't cost any money in producing it. It's just a PDF file, and obviously it's highly related to the main thing there. So giving somebody a different version of the content that they're purchasing in the main checkout, that's a very easy way to come up with an order bump idea. And, I will say from the podcast that I listened to, this guy was spending I think it was like hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month selling a course here that teaches people how to dance at home. So what we're looking at here is, I would say, very well tested. The owner of this business would have put a lot of effort in here to refine what order bumps bring in the most traffic. And I would highly speculate that they have gone out and A/B tested these different order bumps, which is what we're about to get into. Testing different things to upsell here. And they've settled after some thorough testing that upselling night 2 and night 3 here are making them the most profit. And these would be making more profit than the DVD version that they had earlier. So again, order bumps, highly effective. You want to go out and A/B test different offers in these order bumps here. And you can set this up very easily for your main WooCommerce checkout page, the main one that people reach after they add products to cart and then click to go to checkout. And also using this plugin, the same plugin that allows you to add order bumps to your checkout forms, you can go out and create sales pages like this, where you sell a specific offer, like this dancing class here, where this is all related to selling this one dancing class. Using this plugin, you can create sales pages like this with order bumps that have upsells and downsells after people click this button. So it is one of my favorite plugins for WordPress, and the plugin that we're going to use to set up our order bumps here and then be able to A/B test our order bumps is called WooFunnels. So WooFunnels is here. I'm going to leave a link to WooFunnels in the description below. I've made a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel about it just because I really love it, and it really is one of the only plugins that you can buy for WordPress that will directly make you more profit because it increases your sales and helps you build your email list. So now that we've covered all of that, that was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but all really important. I just wanted to first just go through how effective these order bumps are. The people that are spending a lot of money on Facebook ads and a lot of money on paid traffic are doing these advanced strategies like adding order bumps and trying to A/B test the different order bumps to see which one gives them the most profit. And once they find the one that gives them the most profit, then they're taking that order bump and doing another A/B test and playing around with the different pricing of that. If we go back to this date night here and we go down, these are at $29 currently. This owner of this business might have also tested them at $39 or at $19, and they've done all these different tests to see which one increases the conversion rate and overall gives them the most net profit. So these are what the big players are doing. These techniques, one of which is order bumps. You really want to make sure that you give this a go for your WooCommerce website. So I sold you on the idea of order bumps. So what I want to do now is show you how you would actually go and set these up inside of WooCommerce using the WooFunnels plugin. So here we are on my staging website, and I'm going to go to my shop page, and I'm going to add a product to cart, and then I'm going to go to my cart page, and then I'm going to go down and go proceed to checkout. And here I am on my WooCommerce checkout page. Now we need to get some naming conventions right before we proceed to go through this tutorial. So this page that your customers reach after they add products to cart and then click to go to the checkout page, this checkout page here in terms of WooFunnels is referred to as the global checkout page. Global meaning the all-encompassing main checkout page. Now I'm going to get to what the alternative to a global checkout page will be later on in this tutorial, but for now we're going to focus on how to go and add an order bump to our global checkout page. So it's going to show somewhere around here. So let's go back to my dashboard, and then here under WooFunnels and then funnels, we're going to go ahead and click add new. Now I'm going to call this global checkout, and I'm going to click add. Now for this tutorial, I'm going to come over to here and I'm going to select Elementor. Now the reason I'm going to be selecting Elementor for this tutorial is because they have these out of the box designs that come with WooFunnels WooFunnels. Now you also get them for Divi if you're using Divi, or if you go down Gutenberg and Oxygen. Now, if you're using something like Bricks Builder or Beaver Builder, you could come here and select other, and then you'll have a short code that you can use to output your checkout form. And then you just go and build your checkout page using the elements inside Bricks Builder. And then you just add the short code for the form, and that would be your checkout page. Now that's a lot more work to go and do that for this tutorial. And I really want to make this short, concise, and focus on the order bump aspect of this video. So I'm not going to be designing in here, but I will have videos upcoming on my channel over the next couple of days where I show you how to build a custom checkout page using Bricks Builder and WooFunnels with order bumps. But for now, let's just go with Elementor. So please don't hate me, all the Bricks Builder users that have been subscribing to me over the last couple of weeks. I promise I'm still using Bricks Builder. We're just going to keep this nice and simple. So now that I've selected Elementor over here and we're under funnels and then all funnels, you can see that there's 4 steps here. So if I go preview, we have this sales page here, which explains the offer. And then here we have another step in the funnel, which is the checkout form. So people click from the sales page to the checkout form to complete their purchase. And then we have this next step here, which is a one-click upsell, where we upsell somebody something so they can go, yes, I want this. And they click add to my order, and we charge their credit card again. And then down here, we have the thank you page. So this is an entire sales funnel. That's more in line with the structure of this offer here, where you build an entire sales page dedicated to selling one offer, which here it's that first date night training class, the online course, with its own order bumps and its own checkout button here. So this is what we're going to look at later on in this video. But for now, we're going to be using the global checkout. So this isn't the global checkout. So let's get out of this. And what we want to do to design our global checkout page is go to checkouts. And then over here, I'm going to select back to Elementor. And now we're seeing all the designs for our global checkout page that come out of the box inside WooFunnels for Elementor. And I'm going to go down and we can select any of these. So one of the most popular ones that I use in my tutorials is this one here. If I click preview, you can see that it looks exactly like Shopify. So you have the gray sidebar on the right hand side. That's one that I would use most of the time. You also have this one that I really like, which is a bit more boxed out. So each of the different components of the checkout form are in their own box. I quite like that. And you have some reviews and you have your cart up here. So I usually choose one of those two there. I think for this tutorial, we're going to stick with the Shopify example. So here I'm going to click import, and now we have our checkout step in our global checkout. So the next thing that we need to do is set this checkout page to be our global checkout page. So when people go and they go add to cart and then they land on this page here, we actually want to overwrite this default checkout design with our new checkout here in WooFunnels. And that's really easy to do. So we go to settings and then we go checkouts. And then global checkout, it says selected checkout page will replace your default WooCommerce checkout page. So we click here, we go to, again, I didn't name this. I'm terrible at naming this. Let's open that back up and we'll click back into our global checkout and then click into this here. And then I can see it's called shop checkout. So if we go back here and select here, it's going to be this one here, but always get in the habit of renaming. So it's really easy. So I'm going to go over to here and I'm going to call this global checkout like Shopify. It doesn't really matter. Just something that makes sense to you, so like that. And then here I'll say global checkout, something like that. So I know that it's Shopify, and then I'll click update. And now that I've renamed that, if we go back here and reload the page and we click here, there it is there. So I'm going to select this and click save. And now that's saved. So if we go back to the front end and I just reload this page here. So this is now our checkout page. And as you can see, it looks really nice out of the box, just as it is ready to go. So we don't really need to tweak anything here. I could change the logo, and to do that, you would just go edit with Elementor. So actually, let's just do that. So here we are, and then I'll just go to edit template. And now I'm in here and editing with Elementor. So I'm just going to click to replace this logo here. So I'm going to go there and I'll just click on my Wage Pirate logo, go insert, and then let's just scale that down a little bit. And I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll just go update. And if we go to our checkout and just reload, okay, so that's there and that's all looking good. That's all ready to go. Now, while we're here, something that I just remembered, one of the main reasons that I feel like some people might want to go down the WooFunnels route to customize their checkout page is making it look like Shopify, because people are used to seeing a Shopify checkout. So maybe it instills more confidence in the buyer. But another reason is you can set up different steps for your checkout page. So I'll show you what that is. So if we go back here, it's very easy to do. Let's go back to our funnel and let's go back to our global checkout. And then let's click to edit our checkout page. So what you could do is you could go to fields and you can start adding different steps in your funnel. So I could click over to here and this could be payment gateways, or I could actually go back to here and I could remove the shipping method. So remove it from there, remove that, and then remove that. And then over here in step 2, and then here I could add a third step. So this is going to be payment gateways, the second step, this, and then this second step, we could add a section and call this shipping details like that and click add section and then drag the shipping into here. And then the third step, let's add a section and go order summary and go add section. And we could drag that into there. And we could try and add the coupon code there if we wanted to, and the order total. Let's just see what that looks like. So now if we save these changes and we go back to here, so we go shop and we go add a product to cart, and then we go view cart, and then we go down and go proceed to checkout. And then we land on a page like this where the customer has a wizard through the checkout process. So a little bit more like Shopify. So the first step, contact information, put in my details as a customer, and then I would go, so Grant Ambrose, like that. And then next step, and then select the shipping method and then go to the next step and then review the summary. They can put a coupon code in here and then they would complete their payment details down there. Now, this wizard that we just used to do our checkout form, that's all possible using the checkout form builder inside of WooFunnels, which is here. You can also do things like add a custom checkout field here. So you just choose the type there, the label, the meta key and all that sort of stuff. But there's also out of the box pre-made multi-step forms that WooFunnels gives you. So if we go back, this is our checkout step here. I could go into this again, and then here I could just go and remove this template and remove. So here, editing the checkout design for that checkout step, we choose Elementor, and then over here under design, we have steps 1, 2, or 3. So we just set up a 3-step checkout. So let's go and click 3-step, and then we have our designs here, but they're put into the multiple steps. So if we go preview here, you can see that now this has the 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3. Go down, you'd proceed to the next step. And if we have a look at the Shopify design, if we go preview, you can see we have 1, 2, and 3. So you don't have to go and custom build it, but you do have that control. You can also select this. So under here, we could go 3-step, we could go import. And once that's imported, you still have the ability to go to fields. And using this as a starting point, you can go and customize it as I showed you previously. Now, let's just go ahead and let's go back. And I'm just going to go ahead and view this on the front end. And I'm just going to edit with Elementor and add our logo again. So here I'm going to click and click. So there's the logo, go insert. And then up here, we'll just make that a little bit smaller and update. And just while we're here also, if you click on this, these are Elementor elements. So this form here is a actual element inside Elementor. So if I click into elements, if we collapse these and collapse that and that, you can see WooFunnels has 2 modules here. So you drag the checkout form into here. The mini cart is this one over here. If you're using Beaver Builder, you get these as shortcodes. So you still design it using Bricks Builder how you would want to, but you'll just add a shortcode module and add the shortcode into there. So that's how you would build your page using Bricks Builder or Beaver Builder. So coming back to here, this is going to be our final checkout page design that we're going to be adding an order bump to. So where are we going to add the order bump? People are going to reach our checkout page and then they're going to put in their details and go continue to shipping. They're going to choose their shipping method. So say flat rate or free shipping. Inside WooFunnels, what I really like is it adds all the information from the previous steps to the top here, just to help you identify errors or your customer identify errors that, maybe they filled out the previous step wrong, and it summarizes it up the top here. If they want to edit it, they can click change and they go back to the previous step. So I really like that. But let's go to shipping, choose free shipping, then we'll go continue to payment, and we're on here. So we're going to add an order bump here before the proceed to PayPal or the payment. So they would go into here and then they'd be able to put the order bump details there, and then they could click their how they want to purchase. So Stripe, PayPal, yada yada. So let's start adding our order bumps. Let's go back, and then we're going to go to WooFunnels and funnels, and then click into our global checkout. And then here, our checkout step, see where it says no order bumps? We can click add order bump, and then we can give it a name. So because this is a global checkout, you can add rules based on what the person has in the cart, or you can just add a simple upsell here that most of your users will take up no matter what they've added to their cart. So it can be as complex as you want it to be, and I'll show you how to set rules for your order bumps in a second. But for here, let's just say, I'm going out and I'm selling clothing. Okay, so if we go back to the front end of my website, which would be here. So if we go to shop, this is just demo data that comes with WooCommerce. So it's clothing. So I reckon, let's just say our order bump, if we go back and we go add order bump, let's just say that this is actually a band merch website. So we're a hardcore metal band and we're going out and we're selling our merch. Most of the people will probably want the album maybe. So if we go down, we do have an album, which is here. Or actually, I'm going to show you something really cool. Let's go ahead and add the single here. So maybe it's their new single. So we're directing people to our website where we're selling our band merch. And then the order bump is going to be our latest single as a CD. So let's say new single August, and we'll go add, and then let's click into it. And it says there's no products. So it reminds us that we need to add a product. So I'll go add product and we search. This is going to search our WooCommerce catalog, so our database. So let's type in single and there it is there. So we'll click and we'll go add product and there it is there. Now we could give a discount. So we could say maybe it's like 10% off the sale price. So the regular price is $3. The sale price is $2. It looks like we're not very big as a band apparently, but 10% off the sale price. So 10% off here. So it'd be $1.80. And they're going to get one of these. So add order bump to cart items. So we would want that. You do have the option here to replace your cart items with the order bump. So that would be like a full upsell. But for now, we're just going to add it onto the cart that the user has. And we can show it below the payment gateways, inside the mini cart, above payment, below order summary here. I usually leave it below the payment gateways. So just in between, if we go back here, it shows here. So people put in their credit card details, they do all that. Then we show them the order bump and they need to scroll past our order bumps to click the payment button. So I think that's the best place. Again, you could A/B test the position based on what I'm going to show you later on in this video where we set up A/B tests for this. But now we're just going to leave it like this. So let's just click save. So now that that's done, what we could do is we could go to design and we could design what it looks like. So I usually change this. So I just wrote, get our new single, support the band you love. You would mean the world to us. We'll be forever thankful. Okay. And you can do a custom product image. I just pull it from the catalog, but that's looking pretty good. So I'd leave it like this. You could choose a skin. If you click here, there's some pre-made designs here that are really cool. I quite like the yellow with the checkbox, but you could do a toggle like this. I just think people are probably more likely to be familiar from usability perspective as doing a checkbox. So I'll just leave it like that and we'll go ahead and click save. Now you have some other tabs here like rules and settings, but I'm not going to do that just yet. We're going to look at that in a second. So let's go back to our website and then we'll go to our cart. So people have added products to cart and then they click to proceed to checkout. Okay, they get to this page here. We'll put in our details and I'll just do this really, really quickly like that. And then we go continue to shipping. So we have the summary from the previous steps up there. We choose our shipping, so free shipping. And then we go continue to payment. And then we could put in our payment details. I haven't connected any at this point in time. That's why it's not showing there. And then we get the order bump. So the last thing that we sell, add our single to your order, get our new single. And we could go yes. And then look what happens over here on the cart. So if we click this, it updates over here and it's added it to the cart. And then we'll go pay. So that's how easy it is to add these order bumps. Now we're going to look at a lot more settings in a second, but what I want to first do is just go ahead and quickly allow it so we can proceed to, through the checkout, see upsells and downsells and go to the thank you page. So what WooFunnels has that makes testing very easy for you as an admin, if we go back to the dashboard and we go to WooFunnels and then settings, and then we go to one-click upsells, it says enable test gateway. To test upsells, create a test gateway only visible to admin users. So this is just what I use to just quickly test things. So let's go ahead and enable this and click save changes. Now, if we go back to our checkout page and I just reload the page, we go step 1, step 2, and then step 3. And our test gateway is enabled by default because I don't have Stripe, PayPal, there's no other gateways. So because this is the only one, WooCommerce doesn't give us the option to select it because it's selected by default. So this would actually let us test this now. So if I go, yes, I want this, or no, I don't, for now, I'm going to say, yes, I want this, adds it to the order, and I go place order now. And then this would go to our thank you page. And as a bonus in this tutorial today, I'm going to show you how to customize this checkout thank you page here. It's very easy to do using WooFunnels. But now that we've done that, let's go back to our order bump. And I want to go to the next tab here, which is rules. So here we can go add rules. And then by default, it obviously has no rules. It shows all the time. But we could say here, as a rule, if the cart items and then here does not contain at least one, and then we search for our single and then Woo single and then click save, because we don't want people to add our Woo single for our new release to their cart and then go to the checkout page and then get an order bump for that single. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, you could offer a big discount and say get your second single. We actually might do that in a second. Let's just not get there. But by default, you don't want to upsell someone the order bump of an item that's already in their cart for a discount because it's going to throw them off. So here we're saying only show this order bump if they don't already have this item in their cart. So we save that. So now let's go to the front end of our website, and then in our shop, let's go down and let's add our beanie to cart, and then we'll go down and add the single. So I'll go add to cart, and then we'll go to our checkout, and here we are. Okay, so the two items are in our cart. So we'll go continue to shipping and then continue to payment. And as you can see, there's no order bump because the person's already bought our new single and put it in their cart. If we go ahead and we remove this from the cart, then it gets added at the order bump during the checkout process. This WooFunnels plugin and how complex you can make it, but how simple it is also, it just allows you to do basically anything that you can think of that you want to do for your business should be possible using WooFunnels. And I can't say the same thing about other softwares like ClickFunnels. This here is so much more powerful. And I feel like anyone that uses WooFunnels will say that it is better than ClickFunnels because it does things like this and it makes it so easy. So now that we've looked at how to go and add an order bump to our global checkout page, how to go and apply rules to show and hide it here, I want to go through another way that you could use an order bump here, which is to upsell a bonus, or not a bonus, but an offer. So let's just say, for example, we have our new single and we want to say that people can get a second single if they already have one in their cart for a friend for a discount. So we could do that using order bumps and rules. So let's go back to our order bump, and instead of not showing it in the cart if they already have it in their cart, how about we say if they have the single in their cart, so if they have at most or at least, we could say at most one. So if the person has one of these singles in their cart, I'm going to save this rule, then we'll go back to the products and we're going to say, let's just say they get 30% off this one here. So we'll go save, and then we'll go to the design tab. So then here we can say, wait. So we say something like this, wait, get a copy of our newest single for a friend for 30% off. This deal ends soon. Something like that. So let's go ahead and we're going to save this. And then on our shop here, let's go ahead and let's just say we're a customer and we've come to this website and we want to get some band merch because we love this band. So we're saying, you know what? I want to get a beanie. So I'm going to get a beanie of this band, and then we go down and I go, oh, they've got a new single that was just released. I want to buy that as well. So I'll go add to cart, and then I'll go to view cart, and I'll go down to proceed to checkout, and then I get to the checkout page. So I'll put in my details and then continue to payment. They review their details and then they choose how they want to pay. And then they're looking for this button. And in between there, it says, wait, get a second copy of our newest single for a friend for 30% off. And then if they click this, it gets added to their cart, and now they have two of them. And then we could go place order, and then they land on the thank you page, and now they've been able to get the beanie and single for themselves and the 30% off that second single for their friend. So what I want to point out here is you've seen a lot throughout this video. WooFunnels will basically allow you to go out and just implement anything that you can think of. It's really just going to be on you to try and put your offers together in a sequence or a way that makes your business the most profit. But WooFunnels will basically allow you to technically set up anything. And really, I haven't wanted to do something that WooFunnels didn't allow me to do for my e-commerce website. And it really is as flexible as you would really need for your business. But now I want to go into the next thing, which is back on this checkout form. Now that we have the order bump on this form, I want to focus on how you can A/B test the different order bumps. So let's go back. So we'll go to our dashboard, and then let's go down to WooFunnels and then funnels. And here's our global checkout funnel. And here's our global checkout. Now, worth noting, see this hyphen and then global? This gets added. So this part here, this gets added to your funnel that has your global checkout page inside WooFunnels. So because if I click into here, this step is defined as my global checkout page in WooFunnels under settings and then checkouts. And then here, this checkout step here, if I click back here, is inside this funnel. And so it adds this here. And that's just to help you identify which of your funnels here is used as your global global checkout, because you can go out and build, like I mentioned before, full entire sales funnels where you have a sales page like this with its own checkout form, and then people click on this button here and they go to upsells and downsells and they reach a thank you page, and everything related to this is its own funnel. So it's separate from your global checkout page, and you can build as many of these as you want. So this list will grow over time as you add more sales pages, more checkout pages and stuff like that. So this is really handy just to know which one has your global checkout. And that's really why I call it global checkout, just makes it easier. But if I click into here, okay, so we have this here, and now we know that this has rules and this is our order bump for this global checkout page. So I want to go ahead and A/B test this. Now, one of the things that I've seen people ask in the WooFunnels Facebook group is if you're new to setting up an order bump, you might be a little bit frightened, or just, you know what, I would recommend doing this no matter what. If you have a checkout page that's working and you're adding order bumps onto that checkout page, I would still set up an A/B test just to test not having the order bump versus having an order bump, just so you can compare, you know, how much of a difference this order bump makes to your net profit. And then once you have that data, if it is making you a lot more profit, you'd obviously just set that as your default. But I would recommend everyone that's going out and adding an order bump to a checkout form, just set up an A/B test where you don't have it versus you do. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. So it's really easy inside of WooFunnels. So here we have this checkout page and we have our order bump. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove this. So let's go delete and delete. So let's say by default, you've been running Facebook ads to your store with your checkout page like this. And now you're going, okay, this is my control. This is my default. I want to test adding an order bump and see how much more net profit that makes me. So let's go ahead and set that up. So this control here won't have the order bump. So now let's go ahead and set up the variant that has the order bump. So to do that, we can go to experiments under WooFunnels, and then I'll go create experiment. And then I want to select checkout page and go save and continue. And then up here, the original variant's going to be our global checkout. And then here, I'm going to say this is with an order bump and it's the new single as a product. So I'll go create experiment. Okay, now that's going to load. And here we are. So this is the original. So let's go ahead and we're going to duplicate this, and this is going to load, and then we'll go configure traffic. And I'm just going to send 50% to each one. So I'll go make equal weight. Okay, you can tweak this. Obviously you can go 80, and then you could go 20 in case you want to be a little bit conservative here and you don't want to ruin things. But let's just go equal weight here and go update. This is going to load, and that's traffic updated. And here we are. So now we need to add the order bump here. So let's click into this. Here we are. So I'm going to rename this just to keep everything nice and neat. So global checkout like Shopify, and then I'm going to say order bump single, and I might just paste that down there and click update. So now that's done. So let's go back. And now we have our two variants. Now, when you're setting up an A/B test in WooFunnels, you don't go and with the A/B test area inside here, so WooFunnels and then experiments, inside here, you don't add the order bump to this variant. The way that you do it in WooFunnels is you edit the original here and we add rules to it. So I'll show you how to do that. So let's go back to our funnels, and then we'll go to global checkout. So here's our global checkout, and you can see that this has an A/B test that's in draft mode. So lets us know. But here on this step, we'll go add order bump. And then here I'm going to say new single, and I'll click add. And then we'll click to edit the order bump. And then I'll go add product. And then we'll go single, and then click add, and then add product. And then here, let's just give 10% off. And we're going to add it to the cart. So that's all good below payment gateways. So I'll click save. And then let's go to design. And then here I'm just going to edit this quickly. So I just quickly wrote this. Wait, get our newest single released this month for 10% off. Grab our latest single and be one of the first to receive it. We'll be forever thankful. So I'll just go down and click save. And then up here, we want to go to rules. Now here, we'll go add rules, and then under rules, we can go down and we can say when the checkout page matches, and then we want to choose our variant with the order bump. So we'll go here, and then we can click save changes. And now that's done. So this order bump will only show on that second checkout page that we've created in our A/B test. So now if we go back to experiments and then edit this experiment, there's the original, there's the duplicate of the original, and this one here only has the order bump showing again based on the rules. And the important thing with any A/B test you do is to only change one thing. So all the designs are changed. Everything is the same between these two variants except for that order bump. So we specifically know when we look at the analytics and collect data that that order bump has that direct effect on our traffic. So now that this is all done, what we can do is we can go start, and then we'll go start now. And now this is live. So now when people visit our website, 50% of people will see it with the order bump and 50% will see it here without. And over time, we can come into analytics and then go down and we could compare the two and see which one's giving us the most revenue per visitor, the conversion rate, and so on. So that's how you'd go and A/B test having an order bump on your checkout page versus not having an order bump on your checkout page, and how you would set up an A/B test to test that, all again inside of the WooFunnels plugin. So I know we've covered a lot to this point, but I'm gonna keep going here. I'm in the mood to film here. I've got a coffee, I've got my water bottle, and this stuff really excites me. Like this stuff here directly makes you more profit with your WooCommerce website. And it's just fun. When you find in your website, your WooCommerce website, you have a product that is selling really, really well, you can go out and move that to its own sales page like this here, the dancing shower off. That's what this is called. You can move your best-selling product to its own sales page here. You can A/B test order bumps. You can add one-click upsells and downsells, a custom thank you page, all in WooFunnels. And the A/B testing there, it's just fun to do, and it directly makes you more profit. So what I'm going to do is now we're going to keep going with this video, and the next thing that I want to do is focus on how you would go and set something like this up here, where you take your best product, set up a sales page for that product, set up order bumps down here, and then add one-click upsells and downsells and thank you pages. So that's what we're going to do now. But yeah, if you are enjoying this video as much as I'm having fun making this, please consider liking this video, and also don't forget to head on over to the WooFunnels website and take a look at their deal here. If this really is something that you would find valuable for your WooCommerce website, it really would help me out with this channel by purchasing using my affiliate link. And like I said, WooFunnels and Autonami, these two plugins here and this bundle here, I think it's the best deal you can get currently for anything in terms of WooCommerce and WordPress right now. It's the best value. Directly helps you build your email list, directly makes you more money with your WooCommerce website. So let's move on to doing this here. So if you're new to internet marketing, or you don't really know too much about this sort of stuff, this here, where you have a page here dedicated to selling one particular offer or one product, this is called a sales funnel. So a sales funnel is a series of steps that you take your customer through to guide them from buying one product. You add your order bumps, you show them upsells and downsells, and then you show them a thank you page. But it's all a sequential series of steps that your customer goes through. Now, you might recall at the start of this video, I defined the global checkout page, and that's your main checkout page that people go when they add products to cart and go to your checkout. That's your global checkout page. The alternative to that is creating sales funnels, where you have a sales page like this, and it's all about selling one particular offer. So it's separate from your global checkout. And the only way that people can reach a sales page like this is if you directly link them to that. Now, people don't land on a sales page like this and build their cart. They're literally going here and you're giving them all the information and all the social proof testimonials. Everything here is related to selling them this one thing that you're trying to sell them. So, and you can see in my website, I already have some of these set up, but these are mainly opt-in funnels. So here, get my WP toolkit. If I click to edit this funnel, I have two steps in this funnel. I have this one here and I have this one here. So the way that this works is this is an opt-in funnel. So I'm collecting emails. So building an email list, collecting leads. So I send traffic to this page here. There's no header. People can't click anywhere. They can't access any other part of my website. They get to this page here and they can read what I'm offering them. They click get the toolkit. They put in their name and email. And when they click this button, they go to from this step here to this step here, which is this page here. So they put in their name and email, and then I say, check your inbox for the WP toolkit, the thing that they're opting in to get. So that is an example of an opt-in funnel. And this form, this pop-up form, everything that you see here is built into the WooFunnels plugin. There's no extra plugins here. So you can go out and build an email list using this. So this is what we'd call an opt-in funnel. But for this tutorial, we're going to focus on building a sales funnel where we have a cart, people buy things, we upsell them things, and so on. So let's go back. So we're back on this funnels page. That's just under WooFunnels and funnels. And I'm going to go add new. And here we're going to say sales funnel example like that. And I'll click add. And then here we're going to go back and choose Elementor. Now, before when I was going and setting up my global checkout, when I was in here, I went to checkouts and then I chose Elementor from here. And then I selected a checkout template from here that I was going to use for my global checkout. See how this is just, it's like one step. I'm getting one step in the funnel here. It's just a checkout. Now, if we go back to funnels and I choose up here Elementor, you can see see that I have these templates here, but you notice it says 4 steps. So if I go to, say, this one here, it's like a beauty funnel template. If I go preview and it has 4 steps, you can see those 4 steps on the right-hand side. So the first step is the sales page. So it looks like this. And then people, when they click this button here, they go to the second step in the funnel, which is this checkout page. This has a specific offer. So on this sales page, this template here is selling people on the idea of getting 20% off a bundle of beauty products. So, you send your traffic here and say, get 20% off our best-selling beauty product bundle pack. And people would click this button, then they land on the checkout form, and they're only buying that bundle of beauty products. So they'd put in their name, email address, choose how they want it to be shipped. They can't add products to cart or remove products from cart. The thing that they've added from the sales page is already in their cart here. Then you'd have order bumps on this page here. And then when they click place order, then they go to the next step in the funnel, which would be the third step, which is an upsell. So it says, wait, before you go, how about you add this product to your cart? And then when they click this, then it charges their credit card again. And then they'd go to the next step in the funnel, which would be the thank you page. Now, the reason that we can do this one-click upsell is on this checkout form up here, we collect their credit card details. So if somebody goes through here and they go down and they select Stripe, or they put in their credit card, and that's using Stripe as the payment gateway, when they click this button here, the session for this user authenticates the user with Stripe, and it saves their credit card details in that session. And so when they go to the one-click upsell step here, when they click this button here, the session already has the credit card details in Stripe, and so it can just rebill their credit card for this offer here without them having to enter their credit card details a second time. So that's why these are so powerful, these one-click upsells. You're literally making, for this example, an extra $41 here for the order for having a user be able to click this button here and charge their credit card again. This is why it's so powerful. And then once they do that, they go to the thank you page, which looks like this. So this is a prime example of a sales funnel. You're sending people to a sales page that sells one particular offer. People click through to buy that one offer. You upsell them an item related to the offer from the sales page, and then take them to the thank you page. So we're going to go out and let's just say we want to import this. So let's go import. And now in this funnel, we have those 4 steps. So now we could go and edit them. We could customize the layout. So if I go view on the front end, here's my page there, and I'd go edit with Elementor, and you just go and build this page as you normally would. With WooFunnels, if you click on this button, you will see that the URL is this. So when you click this button, it goes to this. And this code here is just WooFunnels code. WooFunnels knows that if a link has this on it and somebody clicks that link, your user clicks this link, it just knows to take them to the next step in the funnel. So that's all that code is doing. It's dynamically taking the user from here to the next step, and then to the next step, and to the next step. And so you don't have to hard code the URL to the next step. You just use this and WooFunnels does its magic. So that's what it's doing there. So if you're using something like Beaver Builder or Bricks Builder, you would just design this page using the builder, however you want, using the elements there, and any buttons there, you would just add this code to the button inside Bricks Builder, for example, and that will just click through to the checkout page. So that's how it would work there if you're not using something like Elementor. So what I want to do for the remainder of this video is I'm going to go very fast through customizing this funnel here. I have no idea what I'm about to do, but I'm basically going to go and edit the sales page, checkout page, the one-click upsells, downsells, and thank you page. I'm just going to go through just building this as I go and just click and just see what I come up with. And I want you to treat this more of me just showing you what's possible using WooFunnels versus me going slow and explaining what I'm doing. So yeah, treat this as more of me just doing stuff really, really fast, and you can slow down, pause the video, rewatch it, but this is just showing you what's possible inside WooFunnels. So let's go ahead and let's have a look at this sales page. So I'm having a look here, and there's nothing that I really want to customize on here. Again, it's just you and whatever you come up with using your builder. So let's say I go down, design this page using my page builder, and then we click on this, and this goes to the next step in the funnel, which is the checkout page. The first thing that we need to note here is that with a sales funnel, like I mentioned before, people are going from something like your sales page and they're clicking to land on this checkout page. And this checkout page here is different from our global checkout. If I go back to the main main website. So here I am on my homepage and I go to shop, add this product to cart, and then I go to my checkout page. This is still my global checkout design, but then I have this other checkout page that is specifically for this sales funnel. And it can only be reached usually when people click from my sales page to go here. So your global checkout is people are adding products to cart and they click to go to checkout and then they land on your global checkout page. So they're building their cart prior to reaching that global checkout. These other checkout pages inside your sales funnels, they are reached from something like a sales page before that where it was selling a particular offer. So in this example, if we open up this landing page, the sales page, we're selling 20% off our best-selling bundle of skincare products. So people are landing on this page and clicking to go to the checkout page to buy the best-selling bundle of beauty products. So we actually need to add, or we need to assign those products to this checkout page. So if we go back here, so that's why we're getting this error here, because there's no products assigned to this checkout step. So to do that, we go back here and we go to edit our checkout page. And again, it says no products there. It gives us a little bit of a hint. And we'll go to products and then we'll go add product. And we would assign our beauty bundle there. For this example, let's just run with our band sort of idea. So let's just say we're selling a hoodie. So the hoodie with the logo, and we'll go add product. Okay, there's our hoodie. Okay, we'll go leave that as it is. And maybe the reason that we're doing this sales funnel is because this is a limited time hoodie and we're giving 30% off this hoodie. So we'll go save changes. So now if we go back here, you can see that no products error is gone. And if we view this, okay, so there's our checkout. So the first step, and we go continue to shipping, and then we choose our shipping, and then there's our logo with the hoodie, and then people would go down and purchase. So the user flow currently, if we go back here and edit the landing page, I might actually just edit this and I'm just going to make it more about the hoodie just so it makes a bit more sense. Okay, so something like that. Obviously, you would make it a lot better than that. Okay, just to review what we've done. So people, you'd have your Facebook ads or whatever you're doing, and you'd send, your email list Facebook ads to this sales page here, and it says get our new hoodie on sale today. And then people say click to claim this deal. They land on this page here. The hoodie is in their cart with the discount, and they go continue to shipping. They choose their shipping, and then there's that item there. So again, people haven't had to go and add this hoodie to their cart from the sales page. When they click and land on this page here, this checkout form is assigned that product, so it's always in the cart there for that user. So they'd go down and then they would click place order. So now that we've done our landing page or our sales page and then the checkout page, let's go and add an order bump. So we'll go add order bump, and then here we can go single. And what's really cool about WooFunnels, which you can't do in ClickFunnels, is you can clone an existing order bump. So we can go clone order bump, and here we'll say single, and it's going to pull it from the other checkout form, and then we'll go new single, and then I'll go add, and now that's in there. Now it comes along with those rules as well, so we don't want them. So we're going to go and click to edit it, and then under rules. So again, these are the rules that we set up when we're creating our A/B test to show and hide the order bump. So I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to go here and just go up the top and go no rules, and then we'll go save. So now it always shows. And now if we go back, we'll open up our landing page. So people say, yes, I want the new hoodie. They click, they land on this form here, they put in their details, and then they have this here. They're going, yeah, that's all good. Shipping, free shipping, down, down, down. And then it says add the new single to my order. Now you'd obviously go and edit the content there. So it's just the same as before. You edit the order bump. Now we also want to go to the design tab and just make sure that we make it how we want. So we might want to customize it. So we'll say, wait, get our newest single. So I just customize this. So it says, wait, add our latest single to your order today. Get our latest single before anyone else. So I'll just go ahead and save that. And then let's go ahead and go through what we've got so far. So landing page, get our latest hoodie, click this, go to the order form. We've assigned this product to this order form step, this checkout step. So name and email, shipping. Okay, that's looking good. There's the discount for this particular offer. Then we choose what we want to do here, Stripe, PayPal, and then wait, add our latest single to your order today. So if we click this, you can see that it actually adds it to the order, so the order up there, and then we go place order. When we click this, we will go to the next step in the funnel. So what's the next step in the funnel? If we go back here, under the checkout step, it's our one-click upsells. So there's no upsells currently, so let's go into there, and then let's go add a product. Now, so we've got the hoodie as the main offer from the landing page and in the checkout form, and then we have the order bump being the latest single single. So how about we go ahead and add a belt here? So I think we have a belt in our database. So there, belt, and then we'll go add. And this belt, we might give 20% off. They get 1. You can add shipping for this. For this example, let's just say it's $5 fixed shipping here. And then you can do dynamic shipping. You could skip the offer. You can pause the video and read what these do here. I do use these. So if somebody buys something, for example, in your global checkout, if you have upsells and downsells, then they purchase the single in their main cart, and then you have one-click upsells, and one of the upsells is that single, you can skip this offer if the main cart has that upsell item. But this is for a separate video, but basically anything you can think of, you can basically do with WooFunnels here. But I'm going to leave that for now. So we're going to have the first upsell. It's going to be a belt, and let's save changes. But let's go ahead and add a new offer, and let's make this a downsell. So maybe if they say no to the belt, we could give them something else. So I think we have a beanie as well. So let's go beanie, and we'll go add. And instead of the upsell, we want to go downsell and go add. And then we'll go add product, and we'll do beanie, and we'll do this beanie here, and we'll go add. And then here we need to give, say, 10% off, and that's all looking good. So we'll go save, and we need to turn it on. So that's going to turn it on. So we'll go turn on and then save changes. Okay, so when people complete the checkout form, then we'll say, wait, get the belt. If they say yes to the belt, they skip all downsells and they go to the thank you page. If they say no to this belt, then we'll show them the downsell for the beanie, and then they go to the next step in the funnel, which is the thank you page. So that's all done. So let's go back and let's just finalize our thank you page, and then we'll test our complete funnel, and then we'll wrap it up. So let's go here. So there's our thank you page. So let's view this. Okay, so to be honest, you would just go ahead and edit this with your favorite page builder. It's very straightforward. This is very straightforward. So we don't need to do anything here. So I think you guys get the idea of how you'd customize this page. So I think this is all ready to do a final test for you. So let's go ahead and view our landing page. So your Facebook ads, your email marketing, you're sending traffic to this sales page here, landing page, and it's selling one particular offer in your website. And this offer today is to get our hoodie for our band on sale. So our customer would say, yes, I want to get this discount. They land here, the hoodie's in their cart, details next, shipping, go down. Okay, all that's all good. Add our latest single to your order today. Yeah, I actually do want to do that. So I'll click there. That's going to add it to our cart there. Go down, and then we'll go place order now. In the background, the WooFunnels system is saving all those credit card details and PayPal details in the session. And then we go to the first upsell. So it says, wait, before you go, how about you get our belt? Now, this is actually a short code that outputs the featured image of that product. So I didn't go and design this template here and have to add that image there. It just pulls the featured image of that product in the offer. Now, you can customize this however you want using the page builder. You'll just go into your funnel, and then you'd go into here. And then once you add your offers, you'd go to design. And then here you can edit the design for each of the offers. So I could edit just for the beanie, or I could edit just for this. So for this offer here, I'm going to go and edit this template for the belt. And then I could edit this template just for this particular offer. If you're using a supported page builder like Elementor, Divi, Gutenberg, I think Oxygen, if you click on this, they have elements for the offer products. So when you're building your pages, if we go back to here and we just collapse all of these ones here, there. So WooFunnels, so we're building a one-click upsell here. And so we have these WooFunnels elements. So you drag the product images into here. That would add, the gallery or whatever it does here. You can make it a slider and so on. If you're using something like Beaver Builder or Bricks Builder, you just get short codes. So it's as easy, but instead of adding a module from Elementor into the page, you just add a short code module and then just put the short code in there. It's very easy to do using Bricks or Beaver Builder. That's how you go and customize the design. Now, I did notice if we go back and go back again, and then we go to the beanie, I didn't actually select a design for the beanie upsell. So what I'll do here, I'm just going to select an out of the box design here. So let's go with this one here. So I'll go import, and now we have two different designs. So the first one for the belt, and then the second for the beanie is going to look like that. So that's all good. So going back to our session. So we're here on the upsell. So the belt. So I don't want this belt. So let's go, no, thank you. I don't want to get this. So I do this, and then we go to the downsell. So now we're on the downsell, and it says, wait, Grant. And what's really cool is you have these dynamic variables inside of WooFunnels that you can use in your templates. So because we have all the information captured on the checkout form, we can use all that data and output it in different places to make it more personalized. So here it says, wait, grant. Here's an exclusive offer, the beanie, which is a downsell, a discount. And I could say, yes, add that to my order. It's going to add it to my order. Congratulations, it's added to your order. And then we go to the thank you page and then I can review my order. So this was the main item in the checkout form, then the order bump for the single, and then I did the downsell. So coming back to here, we went from the sales page to the checkout form. We added the order bump. We went to the upsells. So this one step, again, if we click into it, this has what WooFunnels calls offers. So you add multiple offers here. So upsells, downsells, you can have as many as you want. So that's all of them there. So if we go back, we went through our upsell and then we went to our downsell and then we reached the thank you page. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you found it useful, please consider liking this video just so it pushes it out to more people. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite thing about this video was, the most helpful aspect. I'm trying to get ideas for future videos. And so if you leave me a comment on what was most useful, it gives me a sort of idea or direction on how I could go and make more videos that will, interest people in my audience. And don't forget to check out WooFunnels. The biggest way that you can support this channel is to purchase through my affiliate links. If you like this style of video where I go through how to build an entire sales funnel, what I would recommend doing is watching this video here. I do what I showed you in this video here, but I build a different type of funnel. So in this video here, we go and build an opt-in page. So people put in their name and email address on the first step in the funnel. Once they do that, they're taken to a checkout page, which shows them a deal. And then when they go through that checkout page, they go through upsells and downsells and then reach the thank you page. And the difference between what we did today and this video here is the first step is capturing their email address using an opt-in form. So what that means is you take them to that first step in the funnel, you get their email address. If they don't purchase from any other steps in the funnel, you have their email address that you can email them and take them back to your checkout page, back to your sales funnel to obviously build your email list, but keep taking people back to try and get them to purchase your product. So again, I would recommend watching this video here. Hopefully you found this video useful. Don't forget to check out WooFunnels and look at Autonami's CRM that comes bundled with WooFunnels. This one here, it is the best CRM for WordPress. So I'm going to put that video up on screen now. I'll see you guys in the next video.